After years of testing by the community, this is one of the most optimized Ultimate Deathknight builds for Arena for 2025. Hello, I'm Sola and today I will show you my updated build for Ultimate Deathknight, one of the most annoying tanks you can face in Arena. And make sure to stick around till the end, where I will share a promo code that lets you get UDK completely free. It works only on new accounts. So without any further ado, let's jump right to it. First of all, let's look into his skills to see what makes him so special. He's a defense legendary champion from Undead Hordes. And let's check his skills. So on A1, attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of placing provoke debuff for one turn. With books, it will be 50% chance. The chance is increased by 255 against legendary champions. So it's 75 actually against legendary champions. And you can increase it even more with the Masteries. Masteries a little bit later in the video. So A2. Attacks on enemies has 80% chance of placing 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. Also has a 80% chance of placing fear debuff for 1 turn on each legendary champion. So it's actually with the books it's 100% for the decrease attack and for the fear. A3 place shield buff on and the 15% continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. The value of the shield buff is proportional to this champion defense. So the bigger is the defense, the bigger is the shield. Usually it depends on the HP, but in this case, so it's from the defense. Passive number 1. Whenever an ally is attacked, has a 100% chance of completely blocking one hit, decreasing the increasing damage to 0. This champion will receive this damage instead. It will also redirect any debuffs from the hit to the champion. For the bosses, a 50% chance. Also, he's healed 20% of what the opponents are healed with. So, what is great about this skill? It's like he's always has taunt on him, which force you to attack him instead. Actually, not like that, but whenever you, no matter whom you will attack, the first hit will always go to the Deathknight. So that's why we will build him like I will show you later. And also, you want to build him tanky with a lot of HP, so the healing from the opponents will also benefit you a lot. Second passive, increase the champion HP defense and speed for each dead ally. So the less allies we have alive, the bigger stat bonus we have. Also, he has a increased defense in all battle passive, which is also useful. So these were the stats, and as we can see, he has a couple of control moves with the provoke and fear. Also, he has a shield and continuous heal and healing from his passive. So he can control the enemies and he can shield your team. Also, he's beneficial when someone on your team dies. So he's like a mid shield in a way with his passive, which takes the first hit. That's why we will build him like this. To capitalize on his passive, we built him in 6-piece Stoneskin to get Stoneskin for 2 turns. Also, we will build him in reaction accessories, so to reduce incoming damage even higher. And in case if they remove the Stoneskin, still we will be protected with a reaction shield. There are other options to build him. For example, you can use a bolster set for bigger HP, or like immunity, or feral for immunity. But from my experience, this combination is giving you the best results in what we are trying to achieve. We're trying to stay alive as long as possible to make our team deal with the opponent team. So and it also relates to the stats actually. To capitalize on that, we don't build any speed on him. Why? Because we want this Stoneskin buff last on us as long as possible. Same goes for the reaction. So he's just standing there, he's taking the hits because of his passive, and they cannot overcome him. It's the great strategy. So, and later on, when they remove your Stoneskin or a reaction expired, then you have a high HP you need to focus and high defense. So defense gives you protection against the enemy attacks. Also, it gives you bigger shields, so that's why you can go beyond the cap. Usual cap is like a 4,500 defense for your tanks, but here you can go beyond to give bigger shields actually to the enemies. Then once we deal with HP and defense, we want to think about some accuracy. So 400 should be enough for you to apply provoke and decrease attack and fear from your skills. And once we deal with this accuracy, we can split here actually in two ways. The one I used here is resistance, so push everything you got to the resistance, or actually you can build him instead of resistance in with crit rate and crit damage, because you build the high defense, so crit rate will give quite a lot of beating to glass cannons, which will try to face you. But now like a more tanky meta, so that's why I built him with resistance. So of course you want a little bit more resistance, like maybe 800, but it's as high as I could get so far with 6-piece Stoneskin and the reaction accessories. So let me actually show you which ascensions did we use on our gear. So it's quite straightforward. It's defense or HP, depending on what you want more on your top row. On bottom row, it's again defense. It should be actually defense percentage, but I need to roll it. Defense percentage or HP percentage. Same goes for the boots, defense percentage. If you want to minimize the speed, try not to get any substats of speed in your gear. Better focus on like HP, defense, resistant, accuracy. This is like your perfect combination here. And yeah, with the gloves and chest, you want to, for example, resistance is good, and the HP percentage, defense percentage is good. Same goes for the boots, HP or defense percentage base stat. For the ring, it can be HP or defense, depending on what you get with HP defense substats. So again, HP or defense on your amulet, or crit damage if you're building him as a damage dealer, and it can be HP or defense or resistance on your banner. So this is the priorities for the gear you want to use. So now let's move on to the relic. And the best relic, I think, for him is Aspect of Siroth. It gives you the useful stats, defense and resistance. And apart from that, it gives you really useful passive. So our idea is UDK to survive as long as possible, so it gives us extra life actually when the enemies are trying to kill us. And we can put also some useful gems in here. So it's I use gems which increase our resistance against some hard CC, so we get additional 60 resistance. I also have a square gem which gives us additional damage protection when our HP drops low. But you can choose other gems depending on which ones you have and which best suits your style. If we're talking about the replacements for the relic, you can consider some other ones which will give you beneficial stats, like some defense, resistance. For example, maybe you can use Hand of Uncreation, which gives you accuracy and resistance and protection from removing the buffs from you. It gives you some speed, but teeny bit, and only on level 15. For example, on the level 12, yeah, on level 12 it doesn't give you any speed, for example. So depending on what you need, you can use Hand of Uncreation because it gives you more accuracy actually. But Siroth is really good. It gives you really good passive. Next, let's talk about the blessing. So for the blessing, there are actually several options which you can use. So you can use polymorph, even if it's not 6 stars, because we have accuracy, so we can apply the polymorph. But now it's quite dangerous to use polymorph because of all the wand of submissions out there. Actually, you can use a wand of submission on him too. Other options for the blessing, you can use a lightning cage to protect his Stoneskin, but I'd like this option better to use a life harvest, because now is a tanky meta, and you want to reduce their max HP when they revives. But if it's really high on the stars, it will give you a lot of the turn meter, so it may break your strategy a little bit. So for me, I'm using the polymorph. I think it's the best option. So if we're talking about the masteries are quite special for him, since we are taking fearsome presence, which increase our chance on the provoke from our A1 on additional 5%. It's the only mastery which can increase your hard CC chance. So it's instead of 75%, it's 80%, so close to 100. It's a quite reliable way to provoke someone. Also, we have some defense masteries, which increase our defense, and also some accuracy from the support and extension on our buffs on the support tree also. So we extend our shield, for example, which we place with our A3. And if you're enjoying this video so far, hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to support the channel beyond that, you can consider becoming a member for juicy perks. Thank you for the support. So before we will run the showcase, so let's summarize his pros and cons. So his pros, he's really tanky. He has unique passive which protects your team a lot. He has a great survivability within build healing and actually applying the continuous heal on him, so which makes him a great tank for your arena defense and surprise pick for your counter if you're counter picking some single target damage dealers. His cons, he's not that great in PvE content. Yeah, you can build him as a general tank, but he doesn't bring anything special. So he like a fear, provoke, a little bit shield. Better to use him as an arena specialist. It really reveals his full potential. So, by the way, how do you build Ultimate Deathknight? Do you still use him in Arena or just keep him for your faction wars? Drop your build in the comments. And we are move on to the Arena showcase. So, mostly you don't use him often in the offense. You want to use him in defense. So, for example, for Tag Arena, if we are building like a defense team, let me show. So he usually paired with such champion as a Wukong, for example, because Wukong will revive himself every several turns, and the passive of UDK will not let to focus the Wukong, so he will maximize his potential. Also, he's good against, again, Wukong actually, or Rotos, or even Siegfried or Nais. So all the guys who is using primary single target attacks. He's good actually even against the Taras, because A3 I think of the Taras is quite strong. But let us try to utilize him on the arena. So let's find someone with a useful opponent. For example, this one, it has 2 single target damage dealers. Let's choose, for example, Arbais to be faster. And Marios, yeah, I think it's okay. So let's try. So usually, yeah, you want to see like some damage dealers with strong single attacks. Siegfried and Rotos are the most common in the current meta. So let's boost our turn meters. Let's try to kill some of them at least. So now, the bot is smart, not using the single target on us. So we can put a shield. As you can see, the shield is quite reasonable, and also it puts continuous heal on us. So let's, okay. Yeah, see, he was trying to focus our Marios, but UDK took the hit instead. If we're talking about the PvE, he is not that strong. The best place, I think, where you can use him, even in late game, is Faction Wars, because he gives control and some protection. The rest areas, not that great. And yeah, as promised, if you have a new account, you can get yourself Ultimate Deathknight with UD King promo code. You can redeem it till the 1st of April 2026. And this is it for today. Thank you for watching till the end, joining our Discord, and I will see you in the next video. Solo is out.